Good morning. Happy day 2 of the Love Your Voice Challenge. I'm so excited to be here with you and talk about our next goals or our next step in the Love Your Voice Challenge and being able to really enjoy how you sound, be able to engage your audience, whatever that looks like, be able to love singing and feel confident using your voice. So, before we get started on the actual topic for today, I wanted to introduce myself again. For those of you who don't know me as well, my name is Andrea Oram. I am a vocalist. I'm a music teacher. I am a vocal coach. I love helping people discover their voice in a new way, discover different parts about it, make discoveries as far as using it in new ways, feel confident using it, and be able to use it in a healthy way so that it stays super healthy and strong for years and years to come. So with that, I am so excited to start our topic for today. But first things first, before I forget, if you aren't watching on YouTube, go check out the YouTube videos. I have done a lot of exclusive videos just for the YouTube channel. So if you're like, hey, I like what she's talking about, I want to learn more, go check that out. You can subscribe and comment on YouTube videos, and I'll be doing a giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers. So that's super fun. I love doing giveaways. Who doesn't like free stuff? You can learn about your voice and how to use that well. That's a win. And then you also get something free potentially. So that's another win. Who doesn't like all the wins, right? But today is our Love Your Voice Challenge Day 2. So first things first, if you are in the group, if you have checked out the actual action steps from yesterday, my question is, did you do the action step from yesterday? And what did you discover from the action step for yesterday? Because that's going to affect today and how you evaluate where you are, okay? Because today is evaluating where you are, all right? And part of evaluating where you are, we did yesterday. We first did a mental evaluation of where you are and your beliefs, right? How you can overcome those fears or doubts that you have. So if you didn't check out the action steps, check out the group in the description of this video, and you can fully participate in the challenge there. If you are late to the party, no big deal. There's no such thing as late to the party with this challenge, because I'm keeping the videos for the challenge and the posts and everything in the guide section of the group, so you can do this challenge whenever. If it's not the middle of July like it is now, well, as I film this video, and you want to participate, you can. So that's super fun. Check out the link in the description for more information there. But anyway, today's topic, evaluating where you are and the importance of evaluating where you are. So if you are learning and growing any skill, whether it's singing, whether it is something else, you need to know where you're starting, right? Sometimes schools like to give an evaluative test or like some sort of, survey or something like that to say, hey, where are you at? What knowledge do you already have? What things do you already, know, in order to determine where to place you, right? Like a placement exam or something like that. And a lot of people think that's like kind of intense or maybe a little scary or like, oh, really? Do we have to? But it makes sense though, because what they're doing is they're giving you a set of criteria, and then you're evaluating it yourself, or it is evaluating you against the criteria to determine if you meet the criteria. And if you don't meet the criteria, you can see what areas you don't meet the criteria so that you can then grow. Because if you think about it, the journey to growth in vocal confidence, in vocal health, in vocal skills, if you're singing, if you're speaking, is a lot like a road trip. There's twists, there's turns, there might be little setbacks here and there if you make a wrong turn. And sometimes there's parts where you don't see the full road, where you can only see a little tiny piece of the road as you're turning. And then you suddenly turn and you come out into this beautiful view of like a mountain or a valley, something really gorgeous, right? But you're not going to see that all at every single point along the journey. You're only going to see it at certain parts. And learning to sing or speak well, use your voice well, is kind of like that. And the reason why I share that analogy is because if you don't know where you're starting, how can you use a good map? How can you use the criteria? It's hard. You probably aren't going to use the map well if you don't know that you are here. And if you do know where you are, if you do know that you are here and not there, then it's going to be much easier to use that map to then get to your destination. And you can see those beautiful views along the way. But if you don't know where you are starting on the map, it's going to be a lot harder to actually use the map, and you might make a lot more wrong turns. I know that has happened when my husband and I have gone on trips before where we thought we knew where we were, and it turned out we didn't actually know where we were. So then we made a wrong turn, and it was like, okay, I guess that's not what was supposed to happen right now, right? So you need to know where you are, and you need to know where you're going in order to know where you are. You need to know where you are in order, sorry, I said that backwards. You need to know where you are first in order to then know where you're going, right? That's important for the journey. So today, that's kind of what we're doing. We're going to evaluate a little bit of where we are. But if you are speaking or if you are singing, how do you evaluate where you are? Well, the answer to that is you take a video or you have someone listen to you, right? In this instance, I'm not giving an actual, vocal coaching session or a lesson. So in this instance, it's going to be you taking a video of yourself to evaluate where you are. And now you're probably thinking, well, Andrea, I'm not a vocal expert, so how can I evaluate where I am if I don't know some of those criteria that you're probably referencing and talking about? Don't worry. What we're going to do is you're going to video yourself. So this is the action item for this day. You're going to video yourself. It could be short. It could be long. It could be reading something if you're a speaker and you want you want evaluation and feedback on that. Or it could be for singing, it could be a little clip of you singing something. Whatever it is, take a little clip of yourself, watch it, and we're going to give you some ideas in day 3, tips for evaluating, some examples of criteria you can evaluate yourself against to then determine the ways you could improve. Now, if you're like, okay, Andrea, that seems like a lot. Like, I don't really want to watch myself on a video. That's the belief things that get stuck in your head, right? Go back and watch day 1 if you need a little bit of encouragement in the belief category. It's going to be okay. Do it a little at a time. Progress. Practice makes improvement. Practice makes permanent, not perfect, right? But what I want you to do, here's your challenge. Post the video of yourself evaluating where you are in the group. And I can give you some short feedback and give you some of those ideas based on the criteria we're going to talk about tomorrow for day 3. All right. If you're like, that's kind of crazy, I don't want to do that, I'm always open for a vocal potential session. I'll put a link for that in the group for the challenge. So if you're interested in learning more about what that looks like and you don't want to do it in the context of the whole group, no big deal. You don't need to. We can have a one-on-one session and I can do that in a more personal way for you. And you can feel super confident in a one-on-one setting like that. So here's your challenge. I'm super excited for you to work on evaluating where you are so that you can actually reach the goals that you have. We'll talk about goals later this week as well, and how to make those goals specific and targetable so that you can actually hit them and make them. It's going to be great. And I also want you to keep your eyes peeled today for a testimonial in the group, because that's going to be super fun too. So by the way, there's going to be a testimonial post later. Go check that out. But Have an awesome rest of your day. I can't wait to see your videos in the group. It's going to be awesome. And I'll catch you later.